All right, y'all. So I'm back and I'm braided up. And that means that it's time to go on another trek. So Trek 2026 is going to start in a few days. And this one's a little bit different. So let me tell you why. I'm actually not going on this trek as just a trekker. I'm going as a guide. And that's a little bit terrifying to me, quite honestly, because I have no experience being a guide. And there's 9 people flying overseas because they trust me and they trust me to give them a great experience. And I will do the absolute best that I can, but I can't ignore the fact that this is something that's completely outside of my comfort zone. And the fact that I'm doing it very publicly. And so you'll either see it go really, really well and hear me say, I want to do this again and again, or you will hear me say, you know what, this just wasn't quite the path for me, and this is probably going to be my last one. And it will happen in real time, and you will see it all. So, as a responsible guide, I wanted to choose a trek that was both doable and that I had done before, and the one that made the most sense was the El Camino de Santiago. So I'm going back there with Tessa again. She's going to be my co-guide. When we were on the Camino this past summer, we talked about this. We kind of talked about how great it would be for other teachers to experience this in the same way that we were, because along the trail we were able to bounce things off of each other. We were able to vent. We were able to get a different perspective, but still under the understanding that we're teachers and there's certain things that we have to deal with or process or accept about the profession, but there's also so many great things that we get out of it, which is what keeps us coming back year after year. And being able to share that with other people is very healing, and it's very good for restoring us to where we need to be to start the new school year off with a good mindset. So I'm really glad that as I got back to school and I started kind of gauging the interest, that there was a lot of interest, and I decided to start right with my campus because these are people that I know, and very quickly 10 spots filled up, and that was the amount that I wanted to go from the beginning. So as I'm mentally preparing for this, I find myself meditating on the quote that says, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. And because I know that I'm not qualified, I've never taken any kind of course in guiding, I've never done a trek before, even as an assistant guide, I've never done any of that. I'm working purely on instinct here. I have to believe that he's going to qualify me along the way. So I looked up, what that quote really meant in plain language, and this is what I found. It means that God equips you during the journey rather than expecting you to be ready on day one. Your past perceived weaknesses don't disqualify you. Rather, they serve as an opportunity for your calling to rely on his strength. So with that, I feel like, well, first of all, I'm already in it, so there's no turning back now, but it's still definitely going to be a situation where I have to completely rely on God's guidance, because whether it turns out well or whether it goes completely opposite of how I want it to go, I want it to be honest, and I want it to be able to help someone. And maybe that help is going to be you decide to come with me one day, or maybe it'll be that you decide that you're going to go out and experience something for the first time with someone that you trust. But whatever it is, it's gonna help someone. So we are on our way, y'all, in a couple of days, and you'll see it all in real time. I won't hold anything back, but I'm praying, and I need you to pray for me too, that things go well for all of us, that everyone stays healthy, that we don't have any travel issues, and that if this is something that is part of my future, that the right people see it and decide that they will come with me one day. Who knows? All right, I will see you on the trail.